you have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah, yeah,
Did he do it, right?
yeah, yeah.
I know
He did it.
you've been heavy on
No,
social
he
media
did. He
talking
did it.
about
He
it.
did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about.
Curtis, what's good, man? You and your feelings about Daphne? Is she with gang them? Or is it that you sucking little Rod dick? However it go, I want you to fade. Let me beat it out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. I'm calling you out. What you want to do, Curtis?
In a moment that immediately shook the hip-hop world, 50 Cent broke his silence, targeting Stevie J and sparking a whirlwind of conversation surrounding Diddy. True to his style of turning drama into spectacle, 50 didn't speak quietly. He made sure everyone heard. His words reignited long-standing questions about loyalty, proximity, and power within the inner circles of fame. Memes exploded, debates flared, and timelines overflowed with theories. This was more than just chatter. It was a stark reminder that in celebrity culture, a single voice can shift the balance. And when influence speaks with force, truth and theater almost always arrive hand in hand.
Oh, it is over for him. Come back to where? To be in the entertainment business? Listen to me, man. And I don't want to bring this guy's story up because it's old. And I know he's trying to live past it, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. Ray Rice, his wife, spit in his face. And he did what he did on that elevator. He ain't played one football game after that. Nowhere that I know of. He may have went overseas and played or something like that. I don't know that to be true. But he didn't play in the NFL, a hell of a running back. He ain't played not one down in the NFL after that. No endorsements. Nobody's going to have anything to do with old boy. And when they come out with this other stuff, he going to come back to work. I wouldn't be surprised if he do the ultimate sin, is suicide. Because bruh, he's such a narcissistic that he couldn't stand not being somewhere and not being seen. His whole life, his whole career was about him being seen in the public. It was about him, taking everybody else's dreams and making them his. And now, him nor his kids would profit from anything from Bad Boy or Sean Puffy Combs again. His kids is going to suffer behind this.
Wow, man, that's crazy to hear, man. And you knowing Diddy, you think it's a good chance he might take his life?
He was talking about taking his life at the City College thing. Yo, D. Ferg, A$AP Ferg's father, say, yo, man, we got to watch him, man. This nigga talking about killing himself. I say, so let him. If you're that weak, I said, let him. And he said, Eugene, why you say that? I said, man, listen to me, man. He ain't no good to nobody if he talking about hurting himself. His life don't belong to him. His life belong to God. What he should be trying to do right now is work his way towards God now, for real, and not that devil he been worshiping. That those people got him believing, you understand, that's the true God.
This conflict didn't appear out of nowhere. 50 Cent has forged his career on confrontation, establishing himself as hip-hop's unfiltered voice of accountability. Meanwhile, Stevie J has long symbolized closeness to power within Diddy's inner circle, and that very contrast fuels fascination by questioning what that proximity truly means. 50 wasn't just tossing speculation, he was challenging the established hierarchy. The accusation itself became the headline, echoing far beyond any verifiable facts. In a world where image drives influence, suggestion often carries more weight than evidence.
Yeah, I seen it.
What you think about that?
Well, I go way back when Stevie J first came to Bad Boy after they left Uptown Records and everything like that. And Stevie J and Puff fell out real bad over, it could have been producer credits and the whole 9 yards. But Stevie J didn't F with him until Love and Hip Hop. When Stevie J went to Love and Hip Hop and he became famous from that, Puff called him over there and they had a meeting. And I guess they rekindled their friendship. Because I used to bodyguard Stevie J. And, go to different clubs. I got pictures and everything. Stevie J didn't mess with Puff, until after that Love and Hip Hop thing went down, So now they back cool. What got me about the stuff like that them being back cool, that Stevie J went on TMZ and was speaking up on behalf of Diddy. Now, if anybody I want speaking up behalf of me, or I had anybody speaking up on my behalf, it wouldn't be Stevie J. You understand? I don't think that an individual of his caliber is capable or can be trusted in the way that I would like for him based on his actions on television and who he is as a person, what he has been shown as an individual is a type of individual that I would have speaking on my behalf. Come on, we know he's a drug abuser. We know that he's been seen putting his hands on women in the wrong way. And I don't know, that shit is crumbling, man. You know what I'm saying? But you can always say this, man. And the infamous words of one of the world's greatest comedians, Richard Pryor.
The fire ignited with just one Instagram post, biting, sarcastic, and perfectly timed. Though it was soon deleted, screenshots ensured it spread faster than any explanation could catch up. Fans parsed every nuance, tone, motive, and history, while Stevie J and Diddy stayed silent. No responses, no clarifications. Their quiet spoke louder than words. In today's digital age, silence doesn't close a chapter. It hands the pen to the public.
My man, when you get on those type of psychotropical, I think it's psychotropical drugs, man, and you start believing your own bullshit, and them two individuals together, man, you know they got to be crazy. Something got to be wrong with when he sit up there and he said that he want to challenge 50. And I don't know much about that clout. Him challenging 50 to a fight, and we seen how 50 Cent, we seen how Stevie J fight on Love and Hip Hop and all that other bullshit. Him, Scrappy, him, this other cat. My man, there's no way. There's no way. He don't want it with 50, bro. That's if that ain't cocaine, the Pope ain't Catholic.
So you feel like 50 Cent would give Stevie J that work?
It wouldn't even be a job. 50 Cent will whoop niggas like Stevie J on the way to a real fight.
You seen 50 fight before?
I ain't never seen 50 fight. I seen some tapes of him get down on that end, but I never seen him fight in person. But I know the demeanor of a man. I was with 50 Cent on a couple of occasions, and one occasion, it was just me and 50 and about probably 6 other dudes that didn't want to get out the car because he was ready to get down. And you could see it in him. You could see he got it in him like that. I'm looking at him. I wrote this shit about this shit in my book. 50 ain't back. He don't back down, bro. And you could see when you know a dude is about it, and got it in him, you could see it in his eyes. You could see it in the way he carry himself. You see how he threw his own man in the bushes, Tony Yayo. They got tapes on 50 getting down boxing. I've seen tapes on him. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him in person, as far as fighting. I've been with him in person, but he got it in him, bro.
But yeah, that caught me by surprise because I always knew that Stevie J, he did production for Bad Boy, but I never knew him and Diddy was that close until, as of late, since the raid. So
No, they was close. Bro, Stevie J and Puff was like pots and pans back in the day. I don't know what happened between them, but something happened on the producing credit side.
When cornered, 50 Cent raised the stakes. His words became performative, mocking, sharp, and designed to humiliate, blurring the boundary between insult and calculated strategy. Insiders hinted at lingering industry grudges, implying this wasn't impulsive drama, but a carefully aimed act of retribution. For Stevie J, whose credibility underpins his career, taking shots from someone like 50 hits hard. In entertainment, social reputation often crumbles long before any legal challenge ever appears.
But now I heard she's cooperating with the feds.
She's a civilian. What do you expect?
Right. Well, what's interesting, I actually looked this up because I'm sure when they settled the lawsuit, she signed an NDA saying she's not going to write a book, she's not going to do a documentary, whatever
When
else.
the feds
right?
come, that's probably all out the window.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. An NDA is a private agreement.
Yeah,
a
but
criminal
the feds-
case supersedes that.
Yeah.
So she could be compelled to take the stand, and she could basically throw that NDA out the window on the stand.
Of course, and she's a civilian, and it is what it is. And yo, let me tell you something. God got his ways of humbling people.
Yeah.
You could be right here, and the next day they all laughing at you. We're public property. That's what I learned. When I seen Fitz down there, we public property. You can say whatever you want to say. So it's public property. You walking on eggshells, my nigga. Whoever you are. And if you a black billionaire, come on.
So it's looking bad out here.
As for niggas taking up for 50, like 50, 50 been not Diddy for his reasons. Like saying little funny shit behind the scenes, and G-Unit spies is everywhere. G-Unit spy, that's when G-Unit spies is everywhere, bro.
Okay, because I remember one of the funniest Drink Champs ever was when 50 was on there, and he said that he met up with Diddy, and Diddy offered to take him shopping.
Yeah, you can't tell a nigga from New
That's
York.
crazy.
No, you can't tell a
crazy.
nigga from New York no shit like that.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
He's like, what? He's like, I'm a bad bitch or something? I got you to let me take me shopping?
You gotta understand, Fifth been like that since the beginning of time. When he used to come to the block, he was the nigga like, oh shit, boo-boo coming.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this nigga, some shit is about to start. That's who he is. And as for niggas saying they want fades and all that, like, I don't know what niggas think. We've been
talking about Stevie J.
No,
Stevie J
but like
wants to
Stevie
fight
J,
50.
I don't like to talk about these dudes because like Benzino and them, I don't look at it as real street shit.
Yeah.
Like when you beef, like I said, with
Entertainment,
with
man.
like
It's all
a
entertainment, man.
with like a henchman or a fucking a world or any of these type
Fat
of
Joe.
niggas. Yeah, or Fat Joe, he's sweet.
Yeah.
But like a Benzino, like years ago, we ran down on Benzino in Miami. We ran down on him like, yo, don't put us in the Source magazine. Because he was so obsessed with Eminem's success, and G-Unit was the shit at the time, and niggas was just, it always been a hate thing because we signed with Eminem. Why? It's the nigga that put me on. I don't give a fuck what color he is.
The aftermath now lingers in ambiguity. Some view the spotlight as a threat to old alliances, while others suspect it's a smokescreen hiding bigger upheavals around Diddy amid leaked tape rumors. One thing is clear: missing statements, delayed responses, and quiet withdrawals only fuel speculation. Fans scroll, dissect every moment, and read between the pauses. When scrutiny reaches its peak, silence carries more weight than any outright denial.
Nah, so you got to realize he didn't get his fame until after he made that, remember, you got to remember this, Mighty. I said he made the atmosphere for Pac to die. He made the atmosphere for Big to die. He created the atmosphere, you understand, for Suge Knight to go to jail, because that's what came out of his mouth. So that didn't happen. His fame he didn't really become famous until after the death of Tupac and the Notorious Big, brother. So that's like 97. He went on that whole Bad Boy tour with the #1 song in the world, Missing You, where he stole the thing from Sting and the music from Source Money, the lyrics from Source Money. Didn't even want to pay that man his money. Waited all those years to pay that man his money. He was stealing people's dreams, man. He's the cause of a lot of people's death, and people ain't gonna see it the way I see it. But when you steal somebody's dreams, Black Rob probably could have changed his life. Probably could have changed the way he thought. Probably could have changed the way he was doing business if he wouldn't have stole G-Dep from him. If he would have treated Craig Mack in the correct way and not try to steal his music, use him in the way that he used Craig Mack to catapult the Notorious Big, Craig Mack's life could have been changed. If he would have never set up the atmosphere and had Big out there in California and bringing Big to that party, the Notorious Big life may still be here. If he wasn't trying to put the Bloods against the Crips, well, they was already against each other anyway, but use the Crips, maybe Tupac wouldn't have never had that altercation. But if ands, and buts were candies and nuts, like I always say, Christmas would be every day. And I understand that. But he set up the atmosphere for a lot of people.
The clash has turned into a full-blown spectacle. Influencers dig up old footage, fans dissect lyrics line by line, and every post or photo is treated like proof. It's a digital Cold War waged through captions, timing, and subtle signals. Will anyone break the silence, or will restraint hold? In hip-hop's high-stakes hierarchy, every move, or lack of one, can redefine a legacy. Sometimes staying quiet is just as perilous as making the first strike.
And change Biggs and Bad Boy in image. I get around, talked about how fly you was, how many girls you mess with, how many cars you drive, how much money you got, what you willing to do. He took his image. Pac was the first one on the scene wearing Versace shirts. He went and got the same Versace shirt Pac had. Which, all right, some dudes would do that. You would never catch me wearing something else, something that somebody else got. He was knocking down all the women that he thought Pac was knocking down. And what I mean is, why would you want to have sex with women you know for sure a dude that was once cool with you was dealing with? That's that image. Because you got to realize, bruh, Puff and Pac was cool at one time. We know this. Mopreem said that they was going to sign the Bad Boy. So if he's going to sign to Bad Boy, it was because of Corey and them. I put that picture on the internet. I put the picture on my channel of Corey Jones. Is Corey Jones, Corey Jacobs? I think Corey Jacobs and Pac right next to each other. Those was the real bad boys of Bad Boy. You understand? Those are the ones who got the 16 to life sentences that Pac was going to go and be with them first. But then Mopreem said when it became just Big and Puff, because Corey and them went to jail, he changed his direction. But nobody know why Pac and Puff fell out like they did. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody know why. But Puff had an obsession with him for whatever reason it was, because he started wanting to act. He started wanting to rap. He had an obsession so bad that at his Grammy Award winning speech, he used the same speech that Pac used. That shit is crazy. So when I say I'm obsessed with talking about Puff and telling y'all the truth, who's obsessed with who? Pac had Sarah before Puff. Allegedly, he had Sally before Puff. And Kim had an obsession or liked Pac so much, she on the red carpet with Tupac shirt on. Who's obsessed with who?
So you believe Diddy, he only got with Sarah Chapman because Pac, he had her at one point.
And it was a bet in the office. Sarah was messing with an NBA basketball player. Puff bet all the niggas didn't believe that he could get it within 2 weeks. $100. So she actually was a $100 bet that he got.
And who was the NBA player?
I think it was Gary Payton, allegedly. That's what he said. Somebody said, she messed with Gary Payton? I bet you I get it. I bet you I have it within 2 weeks. Me and him and Sarah went to this party in Chicago that he was hosting with the Streets Entertainment. And we went to this store called Cranberry and I forgot Cranberry, and it's one of those stores like you get fragrance and you get candles, colognes and stuff like that. It's called Cranberry and something. And from that point on, you had her. But you got to realize, Misa and Kim was friends. Misa and Kim was friends. He started dealing with Kim over Misa. Kim and Sarah was friends.